Jai Gurudev, Day 12, Gayatri Anushtan, inexhaustible source of spiritual energy. The scriptures prescribe that Gayatri should be performed thrice daily during Trikal Sandhya in the morning, at noon and in the evening. It is all the more beneficial if jap, worship, meditation and contemplation of Gayatri is done even more intensively. But for specific purposes, when more energy is required to be generated, specific performances, which is known as Anushtan, is done. When long journey is proposed to be undertaken, special foods and educate money are kept for use in transit. Anushtan similarly is like a journey experience. When this energy capital is accumulated, sadhak's journey through life, whether in mundane or spiritual pursuits, become easier and smoother. When a tiger pounces upon a deer, or a cat attacks a mouse, or a heron attacks a fish, they pause for a moment, stop breathing, move back a little, and sharpen all their inner faculties, and then charge suddenly on their prey. An athlete in high or long jump stops for a moment, moves back a little, and then leaps upon forward. A wrestler also takes a counter move and suddenly changes his tragedy. A marksman has also to do the same thing before shooting. In Anushtan, same thing has to be done on a spiritual level. If any calamity has to be averted or some success achieved, it is done by performance of a Anushtan. The baby cries ma ma and loving conversation between him and his mother goes on throughout the day. But when due to some emergency the child cries loudly and bitterly, his mother abandons all work, rushes and attends to the child. Anushtan is such an emergency call of sadhak which has a specific force and magnetism in it. The sadhak thereby attracts within him the extraordinary energy of Gayatri. When human endeavor fails, there is no way out to avert a crisis. Darkness prevails all around. The future appears grimly dark. Circumstances become menacingly adverse. In such a plight, it is natural to become nervous. The intellect of such a worried and dejected person does not work properly. A pigeon caught in a net is entrapped more and more when it flutters to get out of it. On such occasions, the name of God is the only strength. Draupadi, Narsi, Prahlad, etc. had to call upon divine help in a state of utter helplessness. When human efforts fail, the entire situation is changed by divine intervention. The intense dark night of calamity suddenly disappears with the outbreak of light, and a person is able to see the right path. Anushtan erupts in the heart in the form of a light which enlightens the path. Extraordinary relief is obtained by Gayatri Anushtan in worldly difficulties, mental disturbance, and internal restlessness. No doubt, Gayatri does not literally give the sadhak a golden treasure. But it is also true that by its influence, fundamental positive changes take place in human attitude and mentality which make it possible to find appropriate solutions to difficulties. Appropriate intelligent wisdom and far-sightedness are intuitively revealed to the sadhak to enable him to surmount the special difficulties and challenges faced by him. Some irrelevant wayward thoughts, desires and craving overpower a person having a confused mind on account of which he remains unhappy for no reason. Gayatri sadhana cleans the mind in such a way that things which formerly appear to be crucially important appear to be insubstantial and trivial. Such internal changes take place by Anushtan, on account of which an unhappy, worried and harassed person suddenly finds himself uplifted into a state of peace, harmony and joy. Jap of 1,25,000 mantras is known as Anushtan. There are certain conditions for a thing to attain maturity. Pulse, vegetables, bricks, glass, etc. required to be heated up to a particular temperature. Fruits take their own time to ripen. Eggs need specific time for hatching. A baby takes a due time in mother's womb before birth. Premature action in all such matters results in complications and failures. In Anushtan, performance of jap of 1,25,000 mantra in the prescribed period culminates in desired fulfillment. Process of Anushtan. Anushtan can be started in any month. Panchami, Ekadasi, Purnamasi are considered auspicious days to begin. The attributes of Durga, Saraswati, and Lakshmi are prominent on Panchami, Ekadasi, and Purnamasi respectively. There is no bar of Shukla or Krishna Paksha, although Shukla Paksh is considered more auspicious. During Anushthan, Gayatri should be invoked before starting and reverently bidden to leave at the end of worship daily. In this process, sentiments and prayers play a key role. The presence of divine, kind-hearted, affectionate, universal Mother Gayatri should be invoked by praying in Sanskrit or in one's own mother tongue. It should be believed that accepting the prayer, the Mother has been kind enough to appear. At the time of Visarjan, leaving, the divine, all-powerful Mother should be prayed to it in Sanskrit or in the own language to kindly leave, and it should be believed that accepting the prayer she has left. There is reference in several books that yagya, offering in sacrificial fire of 1/10 of total amount of jap and tarpan of 1/10 of yagya should be performed, and 1/10 proportion of tarpan should be devoted to feeding the Brahmins. But this rule applies to Anushthan done by Tantric method only. In Anushthan performed according to the way of Vedic yoga system, Tarpan is not necessary, but at the end of Anushthan, Yagya of at least 108 Ahuti offerings in sacrificial fire has to be performed, although more can be done if it is convenient. Similarly, at least 3 Brahmins should be fed. No limit has been prescribed for offering money in charity. It may be done according to sadhaks, resources, and faith. In Nirakar worship, Bhagavati Gayatri should be installed as a Shakti on an altar decorated with beautiful flowers. In Sakar worship, a beautiful picture or image of Bhagavati may be installed on such an altar decorated with flowers. Some sadhaks invoke Bhagavati in the spark of incense stick or in pointed flame of the lighted lamp kept on the altar and feel the presence of the adorable deity. At the time of Visarjan, the idol picture should be made to sleep and should be removed and immersed in some river, tank, or holy place. Half-burned incense sticks or wick of the lamp should be extinguished and should also be immersed along with the flowers. Half-burned wick should not be used the next day. 5 articles have mainly been considered essential and auspicious in Gayatri worship. Incense should be burnt, lamp should be lighted, Naivedya sweet should be offered, sandalwood paste should be applied, and rice should be scattered. If Gayatri has been installed in the form of lighted lamp, a water pot should be kept as the 5th article of worship. The sadhak should sit in the morning on clean ground on a carpet of kush facing the east and keep a pot of water close by. The lamp should remain lighted and incense should burn throughout the jap. If the lamp extinguished, it should be relighted by placing a new wick. The grit remaining in the lamp can be reused again. Jap should be started immediately after installation and worship of Gayatri on the altar. This should be a daily routine. Mind should be steady and full of devotion during jap. Whenever it goes astray, it should be reined in, brought under control, and concentration practice. By this method, power of concentration will develop day by day. The system of completing jap of 1,25,000 mantras in 40 days invoked since ancient times. But a weak person or those who are not habituated by early practice may complete it within 2 months. The number of daily jap of 20 rosaries or mala of 108 mantras should be done daily. To facilitate counting of rosaries or mala, small tablets of chalk, clay wetted with Ganga water should be kept at one place. Jap should be closed when all the tablets are collected at the end. There are no chances of error in such a system. The mantra of invoking Gayatri is as follows: Ayatu Varde Devi Takshre Brahmavadini Gayatri Chandamat Brahmo Yoni Namastute. The mantra of Visarjan is as under: Utme Shikre Deve Bhumya Parvatu Bhumi Duni Brahmane Bhayyo Vinda Gachate Yatha Sukham. At the end of Anushthan, Yagya should be performed, money should be offered in charity, and Brahm Bhoj done according to one's resources. For Brahm Bhoj, only such Brahmins are invited who are real Brahmins and are devoted to God. Money given in charity or food served to underserving persons goes waste. Gayatri Sadhana in Navdurga. Although winter summer and rains have been described to be 3 seasons. Strictly speaking, there are only 2 seasons, namely winter and summer. The period of conjunction when one season ends and the other starts is known as Navdurga. The time when day and night meet is known as morning and evening, twilight, Sandhyakal, and this is considered to be an important period. Taking of food, sleeping, indulging in sex, commencing journey, and similar other works are forbidden at the time of sunrise and sunset. This time has to be utilized in meditation, worship, sadhana, etc., for which it is suited and yields wonderful results with minimum efforts. The meeting period of the summer and winter is an auspicious period like morning and evening twilight. As the story goes in Puranas, seasons become menstruous during these 9 days of Navdurga. Just as all precautions are taken in respect of food, rest, behavior, etc. during the period of menstruation, similarly precautions have to be taken during this period of Navdurga. Physicians know it well that there is a great impact on the body due to change in seasons in the month of Ashwin and Chaitra, and several persons catch fever, influenza, diarrhea, dejection, etc. The hospital remains flooded with patients these days. Vaidyas who deal in Ayurvedic medicine and naturopathy consider this period of Ashwin and Chaitra most suitable for stimulating vomiting, purgation, perspiration, and similar acts for purification of the body. Both Navdurga are followed by important festivals of Dashera and Ramnami. Goddess Durga manifested herself at the end of Ashwin Navdurga. Bhagwan Ram incarnated at the end of Chaitra Navdurga. Apparently, this period of change of season appears to be harmful because most of the people suffer from one ailment or another. But in fact, this is not so. The immune system of the body tries to set right all defects and diseases which develop on account of transgressions committed during the previous 6 months in food and daily routine. The process of self-purification manifests itself in the form of cough, cold, fever, etc. If the body gets an opportunity to clean itself observing fast and takes limited balanced diet, and the mind remains engrossed in jap and worship, physical and mental impurities can be easily thrown out and health fully restored. This small Anushtan of Gayatri is therefore extremely useful from a health point of view also. Navdurga falls in Shukla Paksh from Pratipada to Navmi in Ashwin and Chaitra. This is the time best suited for Gayatri sadhana. Jap of 24,000 mantras should be performed and fast should be observed during these days. This mini Anushtan is useful as a big Anushtan. Food consisting of cereals at one time and milk and fruits, or milk or fruit should be taken at the other time. Those who can afford to remain on diet of fruit and milk or milk alone can do so if their health permits. The sadhak should get up early and sit for sadhana in small hours of the morning, Brahma Muhurt, after finishing daily routine like bath, etc., in the manner already prescribed. 24,000 japs are to be performed in 9 days. This can be done by performing 27 rosaries daily, which takes about 3 to 4 hours. If it appears to be strenuous to complete jap in one sitting, a major portion of it should be finished in the morning and balance in the evening. Havan or yagya of 108 mantras should be performed on the last day. Offering of money in charity and feeding of Brahmins should also be done as mentioned. This small Anushtan of 9 days should be performed by the sadhak himself in both Navdurgas every year. If for some reason it is not possible for a person to do it himself, it can get accomplished by some competent, capable Brahmin. Sadhana done during these days proves extremely useful for getting rid of anxieties, fulfilling desires, and developing spiritual power. This small Anushtan can also be done at any time. Besides, Navdurga Anushtan of 1,25,000 jap in 40 days is a complete Anushtan, and the smaller one of 9 days is 1/5 part, which should be done according to convenience and need. The wealth of tap, devout austerity should be amassed in as large measure as may be possible.